In this video, we're going to have a look at how to interpret charts and tables at National 5 numeracy level. Okay, here we've got an example of a blood pressure chart, which shows ranges of high, low and healthy blood pressure readings. So if we have a look at this chart here, there seems to be a measure called diastolic or diastolic and systolic. And based on each of these measures, it will put us in a range. So for example, if our diastolic reading was 72 and our systolic reading was 100, that would put us somewhere. So we would have to go to 72 and find where that is. That's roughly somewhere there. And then we're going to have to go to systolic, which is 100. And we'll read across and we'd see that it intersects in this green region. And in this green region, that would be a place where we have ideal blood pressure. So that's how we're going to have to be trying to interpret how these people's blood pressure are based on the readings in the question. Okay, so let's have a look. David has his blood pressure taken. The diastolic and the systolic. In this video, we're going to have a look at how to interpret charts and tables at National 5 numeracy level. Got a couple of examples here to show how we're going to go about doing this. So the blood pressure chart shows ranges of high, low and healthy blood pressure readings. Here we've got this chart here. There seems to be some sort of measure that is diastolic and systolic. And based on our diastolic, or I'm not 100% sure how you pronounce that word, and a systolic region, that will place us into one of these three, or one of these four regions, and then we can see if we've got high, pre-high, ideal, or low blood pressure. Let's have a look. David has his blood pressure taken. The diastolic and systolic results are shown below. Okay, so let's have a look. So here is his diastolic or diastolic. So his diastolic is 78 and his systolic is 132. So we need to find that region in our chart. So 78 is his diastolic. So I'm just going to do this with a ruler. You could probably just do it with your finger. So we're going to go up from 78. 78 is, where's 78? That's roughly there. So I'm just going to draw a line up. And his systolic was 132. So that's in this region here. So hopefully you can see that they're crossing over within this yellow region. So we need to say, I'll rub this out now. So essentially you just want to figure out where they cross over. So David has pre-high blood pressure. Explain what this tells David about his blood pressure. We'll just say David has pre-high blood pressure. Okay, same sort of question here. Once again, we're talking about blood pressures. James has his blood pressure taken. Let's have a look. So his diastolic is 102, his systolic is 184. So his diastolic is 102. And his systolic is 184. So if we have a look at the systolic, 184 is way up here. And his diastolic is actually somewhere here. So James's blood pressure is so high he's off the chart. So we would say that James has a high blood pressure. Okay, so you need to interpret it. Sometimes you need to read it off a scale, and then you need to find the relevant place where it crosses over, and then state what region that is. Thank you very much.